possible to do absolutely everything at Epcot in one day?
Today we are putting it to the test, but we are doing it in a head-to-head challenge that I'm gonna win.
Oh, you're going down. I'm still gonna do more today.
Like when we do this part, it makes me nervous.
We are here at Epcot. It is rope drop. We're headed into the park right now. It just opened. The goal today is to get through as many attractions as possible. That means rides, shows, character meet and greets, pretty much anything that has a set performance time, a seat, a wait time, that kind of ordeal. So not things like Streamosphere, but yes, things like Reflections of China. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm not saying, because it's like a super normal rope drop strategy, and I don't really want to like give it away to you.
Okay, why did you say super normal? Well, since Emma won't say it, I will.
Don't.
Instead of going, it seems like we're both going to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
And if we aren't?
I'm not. Are you not?
No.
No, you're not, or no, you are?
What if I'm not going to Remy's?
I'm also not going to Remy's. Are we doing the same thing?
What's gonna happen when one of us branches to the right and the other one goes left? I'm assuming who's you.
Oh my gosh, I'm not going left.
Where are you
Are we
going?
doing the same thing? I'm going to Impressions de France.
Me too.
No way.
When else can you go?
I mean, in the evening, but the thing is, if we
got
tie,
more
it's
things
whoever
to do.
finishes first.
Yeah.
And that could really mess you up in the evening. Well, I guess we're both starting on level footing, walking all the way to the back of the park to do Impressions de France. Okay, well, I'm just gonna speak plainly since I now know we're both going to Impressions.
I think
It's 18 minutes till the next show, and we both just made a sharp turn because the line for Aurora is relatively short, and she is out.
she's finicky too.
She is finicky, and meeting with Aurora, it's just difficult because most of the princesses only have 4 to 5 times that they're out to meet for very short windows during the day. The best time to do it is actually first thing in the morning, but of course that's sometimes the time you want to be using to ride rides. But we are gonna hop in line here to meet Aurora this morning.
Meet her together.
Yeah, I think we can meet her together. Emma and I are the worst at these competitions. We have the same strategy, and then we just end up hanging out a little.
So it's kind of the best for us, but not for everyone else sometimes.
Yeah.
We won't do this all day.
No, because I think that I have a better plan than you.
Oh, I disagree, but that's okay.
For our morning. It would, although I'd watch out. They might try and change your clothes different colors. So you never know what those years do after all.
Yeah.
Would you be back to
Please.
join me? Of
Thank you. Okay, we met Aurora.
Yeah,
She was
collectively.
very sweet.
It was so much fun. She was very nice. She chatted well.
Yes,
You know.
she was. Yeah, she told us all about, avoid fire branding the dragons, but find the fairies, that kind of
We
thing.
might change our clothes.
When we did take the picture, Emma and I accidentally held hands
Yeah, it's okay.
behind
Just say it. It's
behind
okay.
Aurora's back.
Yeah.
So when you see that photo, we are
Just
holding
know.
hands, and you now
Yeah.
know that.
We all know that together.
It's like a little secret for all of
is.
us. All right, we have made our way into the France Pavilion a little deeper to go to the Palais du Cinéma, aka the theater here that has Impressions de France. Now, this theater actually shows 2 shows during the day: Impressions de France and Beauty and the Beast Sing Along. Impressions de France only shows first thing in the morning and last thing at night. So if you want to see this show, which is a very, very good and beautiful show, you are going to want to arrive before 9:30 typically, or after, I think 7:30. 7:30.
Look at the sweat already on my
That's
glasses.
really nice.
Yep. It's gonna be a good day.
The other times of day, this theater does show the Beauty and the Beast sing along. But my actual favorite part about this theater, and something I drag all of my friends in to see every single time I come here, is Tales as Old as Time, French Literature from Page to Stage, which is an exhibit that is in the kind of entryway here. And they do have actual costumes, actual props from some amazing stage performances of French stories like La Bohème, which is the opera that Rent is based off of. They have Phantom of the Opera, Les Miserables, Beauty and the Beast, and sometimes it's staged, sometimes it's screened. So these are actual props from the live action Beauty and the Beast movie, an actual costume that you can see from the movie. It's literally Cogsworth. He's right here.
He's sleeping. It's pretty early. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I'd be sleeping too. And this one's actually relatively new. They have added Maleficent into the mix. This is an actual costume worn by Angelina Jolie. All right, we are out of Impressions de France. It's a really delightful
It's
movie.
my personal favorite of all of the different like world showcase
This one just
shows
doesn't
about
have
the country.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of talking.
Yeah.
It's mostly me too. It's mostly like beautiful scenes set to classical music.
Just stunning. It's how I wish my life was.
Yeah, I would say that if you like Planet Earth documentaries, you might like this. Like it's it's just a really well-made little movie. That said, not a must-do.
No.
Especially since you can only see it during those very honestly high. Like you're probably doing something else during those times of day. If you happen to be over here at the times that Impressions of France is running, and you're like, should I or should I not? You should. But otherwise, you can skip it.
Don't rope drop it.
Don't rope drop it. That would be a really weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Who would do that? Okay, turns out because I can't do any math, that movie was 20 minutes, and we got in there shortly before 9:30, which means my Remy virtual queue has started. Emma's is happening, so I guess we're not separating just yet. We're the worst competitors ever. We're like,
I'm fine with that. Not everybody has to be the most competitive.
no, I mean,
Sometimes it's about friendship.
oh my gosh, Remy's only 20 minutes right now. Okay, we have lightning lanes.
Of course I have it.
But that is wild. Crowds have been really, really, really insanely low this week, especially considering we are filming the week of Labor Day weekend. Last weekend was Labor Day weekend, so it's really surprising just how low the crowds have been. But I think that will make our challenge pretty competitive today. You might be thinking, oh, there's not a lot of rides in EPCOT. This is probably the kind of thing we're going to be able to knock out quickly. Well, you're right, but also you're wrong, because EPCOT has so many characters that are incredibly tricky to catch because they all only have 5 very specific meet times today. So it is really going to come down to which of us has the most hustle and is keeping an eye on those times better.
Emma,
Quincy.
I had to tell you when it was your lightning lane.
Okay, I haven't looked at the clock yet. I've been talking to our friends.
That's true.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is one of the newer rides in EPCOT. This is a relatively slow-moving, trackless dark ride. You're going to see a lot of screens, but you are riding in a rat. You can feel it scampering beneath you, and it makes you feel like you are shrunken down to rat size, exploring Gusto's kitchen and even Remy's restaurant. It's a very fun attraction. There are smells.
It smells incredible. I'm always hungry when I leave.
Yeah, so they do pump in some food smells to this one. So we're excited to ride. We've scanned into Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We are in the Lightning Lane. Genie Plus is Disney's Skip the Line offering. It has varying prices depending on what park you want to use it in. Today for EPCOT it was $15, which is pretty much the base of how much it costs. Yeah, it's the lowest it ever cost. So that's an indication that EPCOT is not going to be very crowded, and that 20-minute wait for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, one of the most popular rides in the park, is pretty indicative of that. The way Genie Plus works is that when you buy the service, you can book one Lightning Lane at a time for the whole day. After you either use that Lightning Lane or after a 2-hour cooldown, you can book a new one. It's a pretty complicated system. If you want to learn more about how to use it, we have guides on the channel. You can check out the secret to using Genie Plus in EPCOT for all of those tips for this park, and then we have them for all the other parks as well. But we did use our Lightning Lane for Remy, so I went ahead and booked Frozen Ever After. I would assume Emma did the same thing because that's logically the next step. Really on such...
If I did, what time was yours?
12:30. Is yours at 12:30?
I want to be honest with y'all. We have not chatted about that.
No.
We've not talked about it once.
No, we just got our... We are doing just what we do.
EPCOT's pretty straightforward compared to some of the other parks,
Yeah.
strategy-wise.
So we have booked our Lightning Lanes for Frozen. Really in this park, your priority is going to be Remy first, then Frozen, then Test Track when it comes to your Lightning Lanes. Just tell me where you're headed.
I'm going to go to Alice because
I'm also going to Alice.
At 10:15.
At 10:15, yeah. Basically, what we're learning is
not
that
on purpose.
Emma and I are so in line on our EPCOT strategy.
When it comes to EPCOT, if you're going to do all of the characters and stuff too, the times are limited, so you have to go when they're available.
Unfortunately, this park really only has, at least for the start of the day, one good strategy if you want to do literally everything as fast as possible. So we're sticking to it. Now that said, I know we are going to branch out soon.
There's going to have to be times that we branch out.
Because I've got some choices that I don't think Emma is going to make. Which should be pretty interesting to see how it goes. But so far, this is a highly competitive day just because, like, we are gonna be neck and neck until one of us branches out. which is inevitable. Hi, Alice.
How are you today?
You want the tea?
Sure.
Tea.
Oh.
It's a tea. Do you want to drink?
Oh my gosh, I like Earl Grey.
It's a wonderful sort of tea, although it does sound rather boring, doesn't it? It would be grey. I would hope it would be blue.
Yeah.
We can make that happen, of course.
We met Alice.
We had some tea. She was a
did.
little quiet, but
Yeah.
that's okay. It's early.
It's early.
She's not had her
It's
tea
early.
yet.
And I hear there's
Yeah.
a big time change between here and Wonderland.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
I think
days.
it's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And 4 days.
Yeah,
4 days and
exactly.
8 hours.
She's not slept
She's
for days.
4 days ahead of
Yeah,
us.
which is the thing she could say.
the thing she
The
could
thing
say.
she could
That
tell us,
girl
but
stories.
She's wild.
I
I think I know where I'm going next.
Oh, you're going?
I think it's time to
All right,
go.
and the
So-
competition really begins.
Oh man, I'm nervous. Okay, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Okay, so I'm gonna say this a little quiet because she's still kind of close. My goal now basically is to try to focus on characters, because with rides we can stack as we need to, and with shows they don't necessarily end super early. Like, we have time and we can figure things out. I will say though, the characters are very hard to meet. So I think I'm going to go and meet Mary Poppins at 10:45, which means I have about 20 minutes until she's out. However, their Joffrey's is right next to where she meets. So I think I'm gonna go up here for some Joffrey's and then go grab the line from Mary. Also, I'm hoping I can go fast enough from Mary to maybe Jasmine. There's several at 10:45, so if I can go fast enough, I can hopefully get some done. Also, Eeyore's out, and the penguin from Mary Poppins. Look, it's Eeyore! And the penguin from Mary. Okay. Oh my gosh, and Max is here too. Everyone's here. However, they're not official characters, so they won't count. Even though I really want to meet Eeyore, because I love Winnie the Pooh. But I'm gonna be realistic. I need the coffee for today, so I'm gonna get in line for Joffrey's.
Even though I could go knock out some rides right now, most of the rides, most of the shows here at EPCOT are open until the park closes at 9 p.m. These characters, many of them stop meeting for the last time at 3 and only have 5 times before that. So I really think that's what I need to be prioritizing right now. So I'm really just gonna do characters and lightning lanes until I can get through as many characters as possible, or I run out of time. The only other thing is that my Guardians virtual queue has been called. Now that said, with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, if you get a virtual queue, which we'll talk a little bit more about how to do that later, if you get a virtual queue, when your group is called, you actually can go late, typically. Just let a cast member know if there was a reason you have gone late. Now that is not true of all virtual queues. It's not necessarily true on busier days. So when in doubt, always ask a cast member at Guardians of the Galaxy what the best course of action is. But I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna try to go late and see if it works. It's only 10:25 right now. I don't think I can get on and off anything in the time that it takes to get to Mary Poppins. Is that Eeyore? Oh my gosh. I really hope I make it up there. I don't think I'm going to, but Eeyore is wandering. I love Eeyore. He is like one of my favorite characters to me. I have an Eeyore pillow pet, and typically the only place you can see Eeyore is in Crystal Palace. He is not a regular meet and greet here in Epcot. I don't know if he counts as points, but there's just no world where I'm not gonna meet Eeyore right now if I can. Oh, I see. It looks like some characters are out training, which does mean you will see some more unique characters than you typically would. Specifically, I'm seeing a Mary Poppins penguin, I'm seeing Max Goof, and I'm seeing Sweet Eeyore. Oh my gosh. I am definitely seeing Eeyore. Hi, Eeyore. Hello. You're my absolute favorite. Oh, the earwave. Oh. Hi. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so happy I get to see you because you're not usually hanging out around here.
Well, his house fell down, so
No way.
wheels to help him.
Oh my gosh. Well,
It's made of sticks.
best of luck. I'll keep an eye out. I'll bring some back by if there are any. Yeah, of course. Good to see you, Eeyore.
Any good sticks over here? Let's see. This is so
Over
fun.
there, those look pretty good.
They do look pretty nice. Can we take a photo together? Thank you.
Again, we're doing the same thing because we have coffees now, and I have a feeling that Emma is walking to where I'm walking, which is right here because this is where Belle meets. Belle comes out at 10:45, and Belle is actually typically has one of the longer lines as these like princess meet and greets go. She's very popular, and so I guess, are you doing this?
I didn't want to say yes, but
So we're waiting for Belle. She comes out in just 10 minutes. If you line up early, that's going to be a surefire way to make sure you see these princesses. On busier days, if you get there at the time they come out, at the time it says in the app, you might not be able to meet them.
I was going to do Mary earlier, and I told my friends that. But then Mary's line's normally fairly short comparatively.
So you're coming to Belle.
Yeah.
You're going to try to do both.
Well, I'm going to attempt.
That's what I'm doing.
This isn't fun anymore. I feel like people are going to say that we're fibbing, and I'm saying in earnest,
This
is just what we're doing.
It's just what's happening. All right, we are still walking together because I believe Emma's doing the same thing I'm doing here, because at the same time as Belle, Mary Poppins started meeting. As Emma said, shorter line on Mary Poppins than Belle. So if you're going to try to meet two in one window, make sure they're close to one another and go to the more popular character first. You can probably guess who's more popular usually, but we are headed back to hopefully find Mary Poppins. Well, I don't see her anyway. Mary Poppins.
Mary.
Mary. How do you solve a problem like Mary Poppins? That's actually extra funny because they're both Julie Andrews. Things are definitely getting dramatic right now. We are in a hunt for Mary Poppins. She's supposed to be out right now.
And my shoe's untied.
And Emma's shoe is untied. The only challenge here is that like we could go two different places and the person that got her could just win. But I think we're better working together on getting her at all.
Yeah, I think at this point that's unfair to one of us, you know?
Yeah, I
We're
see
in this together for the next 10
what
minutes.
looks like it could be. She's up here. If you can't find a character during their meeting time, definitely wander a little bit in the land they're supposed to be in. Mary sometimes meets in the garden. She sometimes meets in front of the tea cottage. And sometimes, apparently, she meets over here by the water. So that's where we're meeting Mary. Hi, hello, Mary. Oh, very well.
Practically perfect in
Oh, as usual, of course.
It's been a lovely outing today, I see.
Oh, yes, so far so good.
My
So,
favorite kind of days too. Perhaps next time we could go on a jolly holiday together.
oh, we would love
that.
that. I need Mary Poppins to tell me about to like stand up straight at all times.
Yeah, honestly, do you think she'd like want a job here?
Do you think she wants to stand behind us while we film
Stand-up
YouTube videos
straight
and say,
ladies.
stand up straight, dears?
Everyone shoulders back.
Shoulders back. Yes, Mary.
Of course, Mary.
My posture would be impeccable.
Yeah, and then we could have really cool lunches with penguins.
Yeah,
and
like
all around it.
horse race with carousels. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're going to try to hire Mary Poppins.
If you guys have like her personal email,
But
please
if you would let us know, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going that way?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's finally actually happening. Good luck. I'm gonna win. All right, Emma did split off to head somewhere. I don't know, but I'm just gonna try to finish off this corner of the park because then I don't have to worry about it at all. But we've gotten both characters in the UK. We've gotten both characters in France as well as both attractions besides Beauty and the Beast sing-along. And here, well, that's Minnie and not Daisy, which is interesting, but I suppose Daisy will hopefully come back out here as well. Minnie typically meets at the front of the park, not this back entrance. Hoping to meet Daisy this morning. She's supposed to come out at 11.
Okay, it's finally happened officially, and I'm actually really sad about it. Right now it is 11 o'clock on the dot. Mulan meets at 11:15. So I think I'm gonna head over to China. I know Quincy's going to meet Daisy. I might regret not meeting Daisy because her line can get very long. However, we have to separate at some point. So let's book it over to China and meet Mulan.
Well, sure enough, there she is. So I bet she is heading. Where is she heading? Where's her line? I guess I could go ahead and knock out Minnie as well. Her line's pretty long though. But Chef Daisy is here. Now, sometimes you will see the characters have special outfits for the EPCOT festivals. Right now it is food and wine, which means we do have Chef Daisy. And it looks like the line goes this way.
Okay, actually another major regret is I just saw Daisy and Minnie together. So she's gonna get both of them, but I feel like we have to separate. We can't keep hanging out together. It's a challenge, but dang.
Can we take a photo, Daisy? Yay. Okay, Med Daisy, she told me she's been making a lot of pies for Donald. And Minnie is next. There's a bit of a line for Minnie, however, they haven't cut it off yet. And Minnie's typically at the front of the park. If I meet her now, it might give me that one little push ahead of Emma. I don't know where Emma's headed. I know our strategy's been pretty similar. So my guess is she was headed to meet another character, but I doubt she got a twofer like I am right now. Being able to get Minnie and Daisy sort of right one after the other.
Okay, on my way back here, I'm gonna make a quick pit stop and see if Jasmine is still meeting. Okay, pretty much no one's in here. There's like 3 families. So we're gonna go ahead and meet Jasmine. This makes me feel less bad about missing Minnie and Daisy.
Hi, Minnie. How are you? Thank you. Oh my gosh, are you having a good day so far? I feel like the weather's pretty nice.
I'm trying to convince my friend Jeannie to do a new disguise for me.
All right.
Because unfortunately, this isn't really working in the marketplace anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
It's very beautiful, but
It
a little
is.
too shining and shimmering.
Yeah, it's a little noticeable.
Just a little.
But in the good way,
right,
you
and
know?
we're very happy about it.
Of course.
I greeted Minnie, greeted Daisy. They're both doing fantastic. And that's two points in the time. Hopefully Emma only got 1. So now I think I'm gonna pop into Beauty and the Beast sing-along. While I'm waiting on the show to start, I can get a little oriented, get a nice plan of attack going, specifically for those characters in the rest of World Showcase. But when I do Beauty and the Beast sing-along, we are done with UK and France. There will be nothing else to do here. Maybe we can play it where we do World Showcase all morning and don't end up backtracking. That's actually the biggest challenge of EPCOT, is that this park is the most difficult to navigate. Not in like figuring out how to get around wise, but just in sheer distance. EPCOT is huge. A lap around World Showcase alone is over a mile. And the only way to like cross World Showcase without walking it is via a boat that does not run all day. And when it does run, if you catch it at the wrong time, it can take 30 minutes to take. So EPCOT's a little bit difficult to navigate. Typically where you have like the wheel and spoke layout in like Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, and even Hollywood Studios is just small enough to make it easy to get around. Those parks, it's a whole lot easier to sort of zigzag and get everything you need to do, especially on a high intensity day like today. But here in EPCOT, I think the winning strategy might be to try to avoid doing that as much as possible. If I can knock out the back of the park in the morning and not have to enter World Showcase at all later, we could be in for a serious win today, friends. The big goal will be making it to Frozen Ever After by the end of our Lightning Lane time. For those Lightning Lanes, you do have an hour-long return window. Mine starts, I think it's 12:30, maybe 12:50, so it'll end an hour after that. And if I can get over to Norway by that time, which I think is doable, then we'll be in good shape. Great timing for the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Show starts in 4 minutes. This one is much shorter than Impressions de France. It's about a 10-minute show that tells the story of Beauty and the Beast, but through the eyes of a surprising character, Gaston's sidekick LeFou. It's a charming show, got kind of a weird story, but if you've got a kiddo who loves Beauty and the Beast, or a fry bucket who loves Beauty and the Beast, it is certainly worth doing.
We made a stop in Morocco to meet Jasmine. Well, it looks like Snow White is still out. There's exactly 1 family in line to meet her. So maybe we'll just miss Mulan this time potentially. But that's okay, because we're getting some pretty tough princesses. I love meeting the princesses. Hello. It's good to see you too.
Must be the fairest maiden in your kingdom, aren't you?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, so
I don't
very
think so,
lovely
but
indeed. And is that a pumpkin that I see there? In your
it
shirt?
is.
Oh, you know, I'm thinking about making the dwarves some pumpkin-themed treats soon.
Oh, that would be
since it is almost
nice.
that season after all.
Absolutely.
Do you
Some
have any
pumpkin
ideas?
pie maybe?
Pumpkin pie?
Yes.
Oh, I think that would be so very wonderful
Right?
indeed.
Of course. Can we take a portrait together?
Yes, of course, my...
I love meeting Snow White. She's so cute. And now we're gonna make pumpkin pies together. Did I tell her I would help? No. But am I going to help? Yes, I am. Okay, now we're gonna keep booking it to China. We've taken many detours, but they've been positive detours. And it's only 11:22, so I'm really hoping the line for Mulan is still open. I would bet it is. The meet and greets aren't like, super short. Hopefully, it'll work out in our favor. Let's keep trucking.
Okay, Beauty and the Beast sing-along, done. Which means we're done with France and the UK. I'm not going to do Canada right now. Canada's also right towards the front of World Showcase, so if I don't get that done in my little World Showcase gauntlet here, it's not the end of the world. I am going to start walking though while I check out some of those character times.
Okay, we made it over to the China Pavilion, 11:24. I'm pretty impressed what we've done in the last 24 minutes. And it looks like maybe her line is still open. Let's find out. Yes, it's a little bit long, but that's okay because we saved time meeting Snow White and Jasmine when we did. So we shall wait. Hello. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
Sorry, I have a huge
that's
bottle with
okay.
me. Hydration is important.
Exactly. You gotta put all your tea in there, so you can always just have like a little
Absolutely.
tea ceremony whenever you need to.
Yeah, and if you're gonna fight for China, you have to be hydrated.
Exactly.
So.
So you're a smart warrior,
Right.
yes.
Gotta do
drink
what you
lots of
need.
water. Gotta eat lots of food, so you always have energy to get some honey buns. Very good. So what are you up to today?
Just running around, showing all of my friends where all the princesses are. So I've got to meet a lot of friends today.
Oh yes, gotta meet all the friends today.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'm so glad I got to be another one of yours. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
Jasmine's not out yet. Something to know is that they do sometimes come out a little bit late, the characters. That's actually happened with pretty much all of them today, is that they were like a couple minutes behind. But if you want to be ready, they will come, and if not, a cast member will let you know if something has gone wrong. But hopefully we'll have time to make it over to Snow. I know Alice was meeting for like a long time this morning, at least 20-25 minutes. So hopefully we can make it to Snow White before they cut the line off.
Okay, luckily for us, Norway is right next to China. So let's see, it says Royal Summer House, where we're gonna meet Anna and Elsa. It's showing 20 minutes. That's fairly low. This wait time can get incredibly high. You can see them in the show over in Hollywood Studios, and you can see them in the Castle Stage Show in Magic Kingdom. But as far as meeting them, this is your only spot.
Hi, Jasmine. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Oh, I'm very good.
So you're having a fun adventure.
So far, yes. Very
Traveling around the
adventurous.
world?
Yeah, I've made it, a little bit of 3 countries, so very speedy.
I know, it would
Yeah.
help with the magic carpet, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's how you get around very fast.
Hello. Nice to see you too.
All the frozen tacos you have on
Thank
there.
you. It felt appropriate for today.
Are you enjoying all the summer weather so far?
Absolutely. Although I'm ready for a little bit of cold.
You know, your sister can always help with that.
I was just telling your sister I'm ready for a little bit of cold, so had to come see you, of
You're welcome
course.
up at the Ice Palace anytime too.
Absolutely.
And Olaf would love to teach you his famous glide and pivot.
Oh, that'd be incredible. It might take me a little while to learn
that's
because
okay.
he's a master.
Jasmine, check. She told me she's going to send me a magic carpet, which I think would be a really big help on challenges like this, because then I could just fly across like the lagoon. Wouldn't have to walk around it. This thing that I'm doing right now, where I'm really trying to make it to Germany very, very quickly. We'll see if it happens. But that would be a lot easier if I had a magic carpet. Germany is 4 countries from here. So not the furthest, but I definitely gotta move. It is currently 12:05, so Snow White has been out for 10 minutes.
Okay, hello. All right, the sisters were wonderful. They're so nice. I love talking with them. The cast members were also super nice today, which they're always super nice, but it was just fun to sit and chat with them. Okay, so now I have 30 minutes until my lightning lane. I would love to be able to meet Donald right now because his line gets really, really long. He is actually over here in the Mexico Pavilion. So we'll see if that's somewhat doable. And we'll see what his next time coming out is. Fingers crossed. But that was good. That was good. Okay, he's out right now. The line's not too bad. So we're gonna head in. I love Donald. Hi, here we go. And yes, this looks like a long line, but it's really not bad, comparatively.
I made it to Germany. Please tell me there's a German princess who is careless with her pie consumption. Okay, she's still here. Is the line cut off? Great news. But I had not cut off the line. We made it. Time to see Snow White.
Hi, Donald. We just had to wait a few minutes. He's gonna meet one more family, and then it'll be my turn. Hi. How are you today? You're looking good. Okay, we met Donald and he's so handsome and nice. I love when Donald is in the Mexico Pavilion. He's here every day. Just make sure to check the My Disney Experience app for times. Now I have 15 minutes, a little bit more than that, 15-ish minutes until Frozen Ever After. I don't want to waste that time. So I think what I'm gonna go do is meet Pluto, who's here at the entrance of the World Showcase, and then hustle backwards to Norway.
Hi, Snow. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. How are you
Good.
doing?
Oh, very good.
Oh, I'm very well. It's a lovely morning.
It is.
I think I'm going to go back to the cottage tonight and bake a pie for the
Oh, really? What kind do you think?
That's a good question. Did you have any ideas?
Apple's my favorite, so you could do
Apple pie.
apple.
Oh, perhaps
Of course, you have to be careful.
Yes, I must pick the apple myself. Fresh
Yep.
from the tree, of course.
But that is my favorite.
Oh,
so.
lovely. I do think they'd enjoy that.
Okay, here we are. There's Pluto. There's about 4 families in front. Not half bad at all. And then the EPCOT ball. Spaceship Earth. Right there. It's a good day, friends. It's probably because it's not 102 outside. I think that's why I'm having such a good day. Like, I could lose, and I'm gonna feel like a winner because it's not 102. That's a huge win for me personally. And for this friend.
Made it to Snow. She's a sweet, delicate, wonderful person. She's gonna make apple pie, but she said she'd be careful and pick them herself. I am now gonna head, I think, to meet Anna and Elsa. It's 12:15. My lightning lane starts at 12:30, and Mulan meets also at 12:25. Maybe I should just go ahead and meet Mulan. It's 12:15. That's in 10 minutes. I don't want to risk losing Mulan. So yeah, I'm gonna meet Mulan. I'm right by China. Might as well.
Hi, Pluto. How are you today? Pretty good? I just got to see Donald. I'm gonna go see Mickey and Minnie later. I know, it's a pretty big day, so I had to include you in it too, right? Would you mind if we take a picture together?
The only thing I haven't done in World Showcase, I believe, from the UK to Germany, I'm done except for American Adventure, which is great. But gotta make American Adventure happen, which is a long show. Hopefully it will not be the death of me later. I want to meet Mulan here, and then maybe go ahead and see Reflections of China, which is the movie here in the China Pavilion. Hopefully get that knocked out, and then go next door to Norway. Do my Frozen Lightning Lane, which starts at 12:30, but again, we got that hour-long window till 1:30, so I can go do Frozen Ever After, meet Anna and Elsa, knock out Norway, and then probably do some work in Mexico, where we've got to meet Donald and ride Grand Fiesta Tour with the 3 Caballeros. So Mulan used to meet in the gardens. This really threw me off. She now actually meets inside the beautiful temple building where you can find Reflections of China. Even if you're not meeting Mulan or seeing the movie, I recommend stepping into this building because it is beautifully crafted to be a replica of similar buildings in China. Absolutely gorgeous. There's actually perfect acoustics in here, which is really cool. But off to the left, there's a line forming here for Mulan. So I'm glad I got here because I do not think I would have made it if I tried to do Anna and Elsa first.
All right, so feeling great, feeling really good about that. I have 9 minutes until my lightning lane starts. So I think I'm gonna walk back towards Norway. I'd love to ride Grand Fiesta Tour right now. Get that out of the way, start clearing stuff out this way. I know I'll be late to my lightning lane, but I already made my next lightning lane, so it's not really like super contingent on if I get there right at the beginning of it. Yeah, I think I'll go do Grand Fiesta Tour. I actually made my next lightning lane for a test track at like 3:15-ish, so we're doing good. We're on a roll.
Right here.
Okay, back in the Mexico Pavilion. Gonna head inside to Grand Fiesta Tour. I need to check the wait time. It's normally fairly low. Everything's been fairly low today, so hoping the trend continues. But also, it's getting around lunchtime. It's like 12:23 right now. So people are kind of starting to roll up after a lazy morning. So I'm gonna head inside. Hopefully it's none minutes, and the ride will take -10 minutes, which means we'll earn 25 minutes, because that's real math, and that's how that's gonna work for us. Also, it looks like people are, for the most part, walking on. Yeah, and it's only a 7-minute ride, so I feel fine with this decision. We'll be a few minutes late to Frozen, and that's okay. Here we are. If you didn't know, Grand Fiesta Tour is a slow-moving boat ride through the Mexico Pavilion where you see Donald and Jose and Panchito, and it's a lot of fun. It is definitely an Epcot classic, and it's not the most exciting, but I do consider it a must-do.
Hi, Mulan.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. Are you enjoying your day so far?
So far, yes. Trying to stay cool.
Of course. But I feel like every warrior's got to train in all sorts of weather.
Of
right?
course.
The hot, the cold, the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
By the water. Yes.
Yeah.
So you've been doing all sorts of training.
Yeah, I probably could work a little harder. I think I need like a montage.
Finally just hopped off of Grand Fiesta Tour. My lightning lane only started 5 minutes ago, so we're not like that behind, and we're right here next to it, so I feel okay with the decisions. The only decision I'm not okay with is leaving the Mexico Pavilion without getting chips and guac and a margarita, but sadly have to do that for today's challenge. So leaving without it, I will enjoy my bag of cashews on the run when I finally do get hungry. So here we go. Frozen! I love Frozen. I haven't heard from Quincy, so she may or may not already be here in line and maybe off the ride. Who knows? You can go 5 minutes early for your lightning lanes, but alas, I guess we'll find out. I really wanted to ride it with her.
Okay, I decided instead of doing Reflections of China, since it's so close, I'm just gonna pop next door, go ahead and knock out my Frozen Ever After lightning lane so I can book a new one. And I'm really excited because I love this ride. This is my second favorite ride in Epcot, behind Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Well. Look who it is.
I was hoping you'd be late too.
Do we have the same one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure we both
Forgot
pulled
about
the
that.
12:30.
Okay, well, back together. I haven't looked at your progress at all. Really curious about it. Frozen After is a slow-moving boat-based... Frozen Ever After? Frozen Ever After is a slow-moving boat-based attraction. The attraction takes you through a cute little story after the events of the first Frozen movie, where you are invited to Elsa's Ice Palace for a royal reception celebrating the summer snow day in honor of when Anna saved Elsa in the Frozen movie. It's a very cute ride. You'll see all your favorite characters. I absolutely love this ride. The queue is themed like you're walking through Arendelle. You can see Oaken in the queue, and all the scenes are just the cutest. So definitely recommend this one. It makes me feel like a little kid again.
Okay, so we just hopped off of Frozen Ever After. It was so much fun and we both love it. And we figured, because we're together, we might as well just have lunch now so that way no one's kind of at a disadvantage.
Yeah, typically with the lunch breaks we have to do like a timing thing where it's whoever gets there first has to leave that much earlier.
And it's
but
a little
since we're already
confusing,
together,
it makes sense just to do it now.
Yeah, it makes it fair.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head over to La Cantina de Sun and Hell, which we never eat at.
No, and we both want it, so it sounds nice. And it's right here, so convenient.
All right, so I did get the Arroz con Pollo bowl, which is a rice bowl. It's got corn and cheese and cilantro and pickled red onions and marinated chicken, and honestly, it looks amazing. And we never come here. I'm always at Regal Eagle at Epcot.
We don't come here, but I don't know why. I always have enjoyed it when I've been here in the past.
I mean, I know that it's kind of just a basic Mexican food, pretty much, like, which
we like Regal Eagle, but like mix it up.
Yeah, so I don't know. Cantina looks amazing. We'll see how it tastes. And then Emma went for the kids' chicken tacos.
I did. It came with queso and chips as well. I got a side of guac to kind of dress it up, and one thing of guave.
One thing of guave.
Really exciting.
And a Coke Zero.
Comes with a Coke Zero, so feeling pretty good about this. Lunch is over.
We've eaten, and now
it's time to move on. I don't want to leave you.
Compete again.
Okay.
Are you going that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
This way.
Okay, bye. So I had a lot of time to think during lunch, in between like our chats, and I've kind of created a world of pain for myself. My biggest error thus far is not going to Daisy and Minnie when I realized that they were together. That means now I'm gonna have to, because several of the characters end at 4. It's now around 2-ish. That means now I'm gonna have to go to the front, meet some characters that end at 4, go back, try to meet Daisy before 4, then go back to meet Joy and Mickey Mouse near Figment because they end at 5, and then hopefully sweep everything like in the front and then go back and do shows. I don't know. it's just been bad. Epcot's a bad place to zigzag. Sometimes you have to, but it's definitely not the best, especially here.
Basically, I want to try to knock out World Showcase except for American Adventure.
Stick right there.
At least do a couple more things. I probably will have to save Canada just because I've got to get to a few character meet and greets that are ending at 4 and 5 in the front of the park. But I do want to try to finish off Norway, finish off Mexico. The one thing I need to do there is I need to find out when Donald comes out, because he comes out really often, so I didn't put him in my notes, but he might be, you know, having some lunch with his pals. Oh no, he's literally right there. Okay, well that was easy. Hi Donald! How's it going? Oh my gosh, I came here to tell you that you are number one, in my opinion. And I know that Mickey tries to say that he's number one, but he's number 3 behind you and Daisy. Donald, check. Now I'm gonna head to Anna and Elsa, just actually right next door, literally like kind of right around the corner from Donald. You can meet Anna and Elsa. And then we'll do Grand Fiesta Tour. And the only thing that we'll have left in World Showcase are the Canada Show and American Adventure.
Made my way back up to the front. I can meet Goofy up here, and then I can meet Minnie as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is I see a shorter line over here, and then I'll hop through it and then get in the longer line, because inevitably once the characters kind of pop out, people start to see them and the lines get longer. That one's already long. It'll be fine. And I've already made some bad decisions today, so this is also fine. Hi Goofy, how are you today? Doing pretty good? I'm doing good. I have my friends here. We're showing them where all of our favorite friends are. So we've met you, we're gonna go meet Minnie, we've seen Donald, we've seen Pluto. We have a few more to go, but we're just showing where everybody is today. So had to come up here to the front for you. Can we take a photo together?
Love your hair.
Thank you so much. I love yours.
Just like mine.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. You'll have to get a tiara just
I
like
think
this.
I do need a tiara. Yours is so beautiful.
I got to meet Goofy and watch him give some really sweet hugs. Minnie's line is actually a little bit shorter than it was, so I feel confident in that decision to, at the very least, you know, go to Goofy first. Goofy only took a few minutes. We're good, we're trucking it. I did go ahead and make my next lightning lane for Spaceship Earth because it's for right now and it's right here. That way we don't have to come back to the front, and then we'll, you know, start to think a little bit smarter, not harder. Hi Minnie, how are you today? You look fabulous as always. I can't believe you're wearing heels, but you know, kudos to you. I have to stick with my tennis shoes, but that's just me. You like it? I had to go with a little Halloween. It's not Halloween yet, but it is in Disney World, so it counts, you know?
Hi Elsa, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm very good. Just trying to stay out of the heat, but
Well, we have to let Olaf enjoy the summer weather.
oh, of course, yeah.
You'll probably find him over at the beach today.
Oh, I'm sure. Just
Incredible work. Minnie took like literally 6 minutes. So we're trucking, we're moving. Now it's time for our lightning lane at Spaceship Earth. Daisy stops meeting in roughly an hour. I want to see how much I can get done in that hour before I get to her line. Okay, here we are. This is Spaceship Earth. This is when you actually get to go up inside the ball here in Epcot. It's a fun, slow-moving journey narrated by Judi Dench. It's frankly just a good classic Epcot ride that's about the innovation in technology and communication. It sounds a little boring to some people if you've never been here, but it's a lot of fun and it's a classic Epcot. So I think it must do.
I love meeting Anna and Elsa. They are so sweet, and I don't know. I just think I'm obsessed with Frozen. Frozen 2. What an amazing movie. Anna is totally my fave, and not just because we have the same hair. But I just love meeting Anna and Elsa. But even better than that I got to meet them. It was also a 2 for 1. That's 2 more points. I think our count is up at 17 now. Whew. So we are moving, and I think I could have gotten like 1 or 2 more at this point, but I think that no backtracking strategy is really going to help us, because as of right now, what we're looking at is Canada, which is right over there. Really easy to just pop in and do, not really having to go all the way around World Showcase. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to end really early at American Adventure. The last American Adventure show is at 7:30. The park closes at 9, so we have until 9. But if we finish everything in Epcot, then the first person to do so wins. So my goal, actually, and maybe this is wild, is to go for the 6:30 American Adventure as my very last attraction and be done around 7. I'm gonna take the boat over there so that I don't have to walk. That's my very ambitious goal. But I gotta beat Emma, which is the real challenge, because EPCOT has a lot to do, but a lot of it is wandering around taking in the sights, and that part we're kind of doing automatically today, so I don't think either of us are gonna need the whole park day. The question is though, can I move a whole lot faster? Emma typically has me beat when it comes to speed and riding a lot of attractions at once. I mean, the girl rode 40 rides at Disneyland in one day with no problem. She's a beast. But I think maybe I might have out-strategized her today if she is doing backtracking, which she tends to. Our next attraction though is gonna be Grand Fiesta Tour starring the 3 Caballeros. This ride is a slow-moving boat ride located in the Mexico Pavilion that takes you on a tour around Mexico, but with a little bit of a story to it. Basically, Donald has gone missing, and Panchito and Jose are looking for him. Along the way, you help to look for Donald, who is getting into all sorts of antics. And at the end, you get to go to a 3 Caballeros performance. It's a super cute ride. Honestly, a must-do, frankly, because it is relaxing, slow, and in the air conditioning, and even on busy days, doesn't tend to have a long wait. Today, it's completely a walk-on, which is perfect for this ride challenge. Off Grand Fiesta Tour. It was delightful as usual, and now I realized while I was on it that I forgot I didn't do Reflections of China because I came right over to do my lightning lane, so I might pop back and do that so I can actually complete my goal of not having to backtrack over here. The only thing is I get a little dicey because it's almost 3 and Goofy at the front of the park stops meeting his final meet and greet. Starts at 3:50. Now Reflections of China is a cool 12.5-minute show. Theoretically, even if I get there right as they close the doors for the previous show, it'll only be a 25-minute thing, and then I can book it to the front of the park. So I think this is still the right move. Definitely now my biggest priority after doing this is going to be characters in the front of the park, because I'm pretty confident in my ability to complete attractions at this point. Maybe I shouldn't be. I guess there's kind of a big list, but characters are what we're running up against time. Goofy ends before 4, Pluto ends just after 4, Mickey and Joy both end a little after 5. So those are probably what I'm gonna have to focus on for a bit here. Then the plan is everything in Future World, the Canada show, and finally American Adventure, hopefully at 7:30. If things go wrong, I will have to do American Adventure and then come back and wrap some stuff up, but things aren't gonna go wrong. Things are gonna go all right.
Hopped off Spaceship Earth and I did some thinking while I was on Spaceship Earth, so let me tell y'all kind of where I'm at. So I have 50 minutes. Daisy meets 2 more times before she's done today. I have 50 minutes until that last time starts. However, I'm unwilling to miss those or even risk missing it, because if I miss Daisy, then I automatically lose, because there's no way Quincy won't do everything else. Like, it'll happen. So what I think I'm gonna go do is I have 30-ish minutes till her next meet and greet. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch Canada Far and Wide. I'm gonna go meet Daisy. I'm gonna meet Mickey. do the Pixar Short Film Festival, meet Joy, because they both end at 5, so I need to make sure to get done before that. Do Figment, go back into the World Showcase, do Beauty and the Beast sing-along, America Adventure, Reflections of China. That's my plan. Do I think it's the fastest plan? No. Do I think it's the world that I've created that I don't recommend you create? Yeah.
I can hear you guys now making fun of me for backtracking when all I'm doing is talking about not backtracking. But I haven't had to move out of like 3 country slots, which is better than usual. Usually I'm running all over this park in a giant figure 8. All right, the waiting room has a good number of people in it, so I feel like our timing's probably pretty good. Hopefully our show starts soon. One thing about Reflections of China is the show is a Circle Vision 360 show, which means the theater does wrap all the way around. And if you want to see the show, you will be standing for it. Of course, you can also have a wheelchair or ECV in the theater as well, but otherwise you will be standing. There are not seats. And honestly, I've had this show make me feel a little motion sick before, but they're very cool shows. I love doing the Circle Vision shows, especially as a great break if you're drinking around the world. And I'm excited to watch Reflections of China.
Okay, here we go. This is where you're gonna head in for Canada Far and Wide. It's actually down here with Le Cellier, which is the steakhouse here in Canada. One of my favorite places to eat in EPCOT, actually. It is so beautiful. They are doing a lot of construction in Canada right now, so it's not as pretty as it normally is. But for Canada Far and Wide, it is a Circle Vision 360 show hosted by Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. It's actually really fun and probably my second favorite show about the pavilions after Behind Impressions de France. I came in as they closed the doors. So now I have 14 minutes until the next show, which means I could potentially go wait in line for Daisy, meet Daisy immediately, come back, and then get stuck waiting another 14 minutes for Canada Far and Wide. I'm sitting here thinking through like the decisions that I've made today, and they're just not great. They're just not. And you know what? That's okay. Sometimes you have a lapse in judgment. It's still a good day. We're still in EPCOT, but I have made the dumbest decisions possible because there's no way that I'm gonna go here and meet Daisy, maybe watch Beauty and the Beast, then go back and do Circle Vision, meet Mickey, Joy, do those rides that are near them, then come back to America. That's silly. Who would do that? And why? That's so silly, Emma. At least we made it. We made it over here to Daisy. Got some time. She is not out right now. Minnie's out back here. We've already met Minnie though, so it doesn't count. But I will wait for Daisy.
As you can see, I'm suddenly up in Future World. I'm really anxious coming out of Reflections of China. So I gotta make it to this goofy meet and greet. I see I'm still out up there. The question is, as usual, have they cut off his line? Now, beautifully, this chunky line over here is for Minnie Mouse. And I met her earlier. Thank you, Minnie, for being at the back of the park this morning. Hey, Goofy, how's it going? Pretty good? You know, I saw Max earlier. Yeah, he was back over by the UK pavilion looking for his electric guitar that he had lost.
We spent so much money on that.
I'm sure he found it. He had a lot of people helping him. So don't tell him I told you, but you can, you pretend you know from your dad's senses. Okay, I met Goofy. He was in a good mood today. He pointed out that my water bottle is the same colors as him, and then he pointed out that between my hair and my shirt, I also am wearing the same colors as his outfit. And then the character attendant asked if maybe we're meant to be. So should I call him?
You look incredible. I'm loving the chef's outfit. This is the first time I've seen you in it, so it looks wonderful. Have you cooked up anything good today? Maybe some pie? You know, I talked about pie with Snow White too, so you both must just be in a pie mood. But it's the fall, so it makes sense, right? Oh, I even have Donald and pumpkin pie. Does he like pumpkin pie? I saw Donald earlier and he did tell me to tell you hello. I've been all over the place today, I know. He drew a big heart, said he was in love with you, you know, the normal jazz. Right? Finally met Daisy. I think while I'm standing right here, I'm gonna go ahead and do Beauty and the Beast sing-along, circle back, Canada Vision, and then we just start, we black out and we go as fast as we can through EPCOT. And I mean, like, we're just going so fast we can't remember anything.
Okay, I'm kind of swinging back around to Spaceship Earth. I'd love not to walk back up here. And Spaceship Earth is, looks like a walk-on right now. It's about a 20-minute ride, a little under. And Pluto starts meeting again in 20 minutes, but then he meets again 20 minutes after that. He's our next kind of time-constrained one. I feel like I can do Spaceship Earth pretty easily, and then go meet Pluto. Then maybe pop on over towards Figment and the Land Pavilion.
Okay, it says I gotta hurry. 0 minutes until Beauty and the Beast sing along. We've gotta get inside. I cannot miss another show like this. She just announced that she's closing the doors, but we made it through. Thank goodness. All right, let's find a spot.
Spaceship Earth ridden, Goofy met. Next goal is to go meet Pluto, who is our third to last character. I'm telling you, EPCOT has so many characters just out and about. It is like a puzzle to meet them all. Pluto came out at 4 p.m. So I see that he's out. I see a line. Pluto actually does tend to get a little bit longer of a line because this meet and greet location is in like a very clear pathway. So he does tend to, you know, people see him, you get excited, go over to see him. But we're gonna go pop in line. Hopefully it's not too long so we can get moving on more of this stuff.
Okay, just finished in Beauty and the Beast. It was so good. I actually really love it. I think it's so cute and just like a different take on the movie. And it makes me giggle because I do actually like LeFou, especially in the part where he says, "I'm not gonna cry, that's not who I am." But then he bursts into tears. I just feel really seen in that moment. So now it's time to head back towards like Figment, Journey into Imagination, meet those two characters up there, which is Mickey Mouse himself and Joy. Hopefully do those 2 rides. And then I might consider coming back on the boat, potentially just to save my legs, and do American Adventure, China, and then maybe try to circle from there. I don't know. Every time I have to sit down for a show, I have like hives that Quincy's just like doing a million things at once. And I know that that's not possible, but also it's a fear I have. So it's fine.
Hi Pluto, how are you? Good? I'm pretty good. Hello. I gotta say, I was riding Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway recently, and I saw you chasing down the train with the picnic basket. Yeah, just running after him. What would they have done if you didn't make it? Met Pluto. He is a very good boy. Now I'm headed over to the Imagination Pavilion. Now, this pavilion used to be home to Vanellope meet and greet. That meet and greet is actually moved on. It's no longer available because a Figment meet and greet is coming very soon to the Imagination Pavilion, which is so cool. It's not here yet. I think it literally shows up next week when we're filming this, so it should be a thing when you're watching this video, which is amazing, and I'm sure you can see photos of it on the AllEars Instagram. But I am headed over there because my last time constrained thing are the 2 meet and greets that are in the building, the Imagination Pavilion, which are Mickey and Joy.
We've made our way back into Canada. I'm really hoping that I'm not gonna walk in as it says 14 minutes again, but even if that's what happens, we're gonna stick it out this time because it makes no sense to come back to Canada for a 3rd time. It is just wasting time at that point. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not about to get stuck in here. Clock said 11 minutes. That's better than 14.
I made it to the Imagination Pavilion. There's actually a number of attractions in this building. The Journey into Imagination with Figment is only a 10-minute wait, and this doesn't count. But there's a little buddy over here that I want to go say hi to, standing in the shade, poking around with a stick. I heard that your house fell down, and he was looking for sticks all morning. But you've got a good pile going, so.
We've been collecting all day, and now we need to figure out how to put it together.
Okay, I believe in you. You seem like you'd be good at carpentry. And then maybe you can have some honey to fuel the thought process. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll go look for some more sticks to help you out. And some honey to bring you. So, bye Pooh Bear. That's so funny that Pooh Bear is helping Eeyore, who we saw earlier, looking for sticks to build this house that fell down. And Pooh Bear's helping. Do I want to cry a little bit about Pooh Bear collecting sticks? Did you see how many sticks he had? That's so cute. Journey into Imagination with Figment is a dark ride that takes you to the Imagination Institute, where some of these rather recognizable scientists have been working on their different discoveries and studies. It's a bit of a wacky lab where there's a lot going on. A couple of beloved film references in here if you keep your eyes open. But the main attraction is the attraction. Wow. Where you go along with Dr. Nigel Channing to learn about the five senses. But your tour gets a little haywire as Figment, the figment of imagination, sort of steals your tour and takes you to his house to learn about imagination. It said 10 minutes and there's no one in front of me.
Finally finished Canada Far and Wide. It felt like a really long show. It's only about 14-ish minutes. It still felt like a long time. I already waited for 12. So I feel like we've pretty much grown up here together in Canada. Now I need to go meet Mickey and Joy. They have about an hour and a half-ish, give or take, until they're finished for the day. So hopefully I can kind of do a bunch of things at once. Like maybe we can go hop on Figment, then meet Joy, then go meet Mickey, and then go do the Disney Pixar film festival. So that way we can just kind of wrap up that area and be done over there. Do not think that will take me an hour and a half. So let's go do that.
Okay, so Road Journey into Imagination with Figment. I like that ride. It's gone through several iterations over the years, and most people are very nostalgic for the original iteration with the Dreamfinder. I love it as is. This is the iteration I grew up with, so it's very nostalgic for me as it is. That said, when you exit, you find yourself in ImageWorks. This is a really fun interactive play area, and definitely kiddos can blow off some steam in here trying all the little interactive activities, but there are also character meet and greets, so this one is going to be where Figment is. And then across the way, we've got Joy, who has no line right now. So let's go say hi. Hi, Joy. How are you? I'm very good. I'm very good. I just rode Figment, got to see all the exciting innovations happening in there. Have you been hanging out in Dreamland and everything lately? Looks pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Queen? Well, that's so exciting. Okay, we've made it over to Journey into Imagination with Figment. So we're gonna head on inside, check out some imagination. Fun fact, you can actually see through to the exit. It's actually through that door. Because of forced perspective, it just looks really cool. But yeah, let's head on through. And just like that, we got Joy. So Joy and Figment down. And now we are stepping through just next door, actually. As the sign says, this is where you can buy Mickey Mouse here in EPCOT, in the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival Theater lobby. Another thing that's back here is the Disney Rewards photo spot, which is available for card holders. I've done that before. Emma does have a card, so we have done that before. You can typically meet two characters. It's sometimes characters you can't meet elsewhere in this park, which is really cool. It doesn't count for our challenge today, though, because it is not one that all guests can do, which is what our challenge is all about. Now, this actually is my absolute favorite Mickey Mouse meet and greet here in Disney World, and that is because of two big reasons. One, the line for this is so much shorter than other Mickey Mouse meet and greets. Typically, no matter how busy the day is, when I come here in the afternoon, there's like 4 families in line for the Mickey Mouse. Whereas otherwise, like, you can wait so long for him. I've waited an hour at Hollywood Studios, 45 minutes to an hour at Animal Kingdom, an hour in Magic Kingdom. And here, most of the time, it's like 3 families to meet Mickey. It's so amazing. I think it might be because he's not included on the wait times portion of the app, but if you're meeting Mickey during your trip and you don't want to wait, do it on your EPCOT day. I'm serious. On top of that, he's in my favorite Mickey outfit, which is the classic red pants. Look how cute he is. So this is definitely where I recommend meeting Mickey. My favorite place to meet him. I'm so happy to do it right now.
Okay, I just hopped off of Figment and literally I'm watching Joy come out to meet and greet. So I'm gonna go hop in line. I'm so excited. Timing worked out beautifully for that. Here she is. Here she is. Where is she at? She's over there, I promise.
Hey Mickey, how are you? Yeah, all my friends hide in here, in this little box. Yeah. Yeah, they're very cute because they're so small. You know, Mickey, I've met every single one of your friends here today at EPCOT, and you're my big finale. It's me and you.
Hi Joy, how are you today? Looking pretty joyful. I'm feeling pretty good myself. Luckily no sadness today. Oh, you like my ears? Thank you. There's some sparkle just like on your dress. Looks pretty nice. Can we take a picture together?
All right, and meeting Mickey killed just enough time for us to head into Pixar Shorts Theater, which is a theater that plays a rotating set of Disney and Pixar shorts. You do get 3D glasses for this. I love both Disney and Pixar shorts, so I'm really excited to see them today. A couple of them that are playing are really nostalgic ones that I used to love watching as a kid with my family, so I'm excited to chill in the air conditioning and watch some shorts.
Hi Mickey, how are you today? Doing pretty good? Oh, you like my shirt? Donald looks a little scared. We had to go with the Halloween stuff since it's kind of Halloween in Disney World. Mickey Ghost earrings. Yes, it had the whole spiel. You know, I actually saw Minnie today and she loved these too. And she told me to tell you hello. Of course, she looked beautiful, right? Can we take a picture together, Mickey?
You might remember, you're a longtime Disney fan of this theater. Used to house Captain EO, which was a Michael Jackson short film. They briefly brought it back in like the 2000s, and I remember watching it for sure.
Okay, here we are. We're now gonna head into the short film festival. Unfortunately, we have about, I think he said 14 minutes? 13 or 14 minutes. I am the only person in here. And you might be thinking, Emma, why are you waiting? You could be doing other stuff. That's true, but I've already made the mistake today of like running back and forth and going crazy as far as like zigzagging goes. And I'm to the point in the evening where I just finished all of the things that need to be done before a certain time. And I think I've already wasted a lot of time today going back and forth and I don't want to come back here. So might as well do it.
I'm not sure I've ever done the Pixar Short Film Festival, at least with its current iteration of shows. I've been in that theater before. I think I saw different shorts there. I definitely haven't seen the ones they were playing today. The other thing about the theater is that you do put on 3D glasses, so everything's in 3D, and it's actually a 4D theater, so your seats move just a little bit, not enough that you need to be worried about motion sickness or anything like that. It's just every once in a while there's like a bump where it makes sense in the show.
Okay, our 12 minutes is up. We have our 3D glasses, and I am heading all the way down, because here we go. Now, fun fact, if you didn't know, you actually cannot film during this. This is one of the few Disney shows they'd ask you not to film during. So I'll see you guys when it's over.
It is definitely slow. I'm walking by a wait time board, and look, the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind virtual queue is open. It is 5 p.m. and it's open. That is really something. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, that virtual queue typically at 7 a.m. can go within seconds on busier days. The virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy drops at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. and if there's extended evening hours, for those guests it drops at 6 p.m. To get into it, you need to go into the My Disney Experience app and hit join virtual queue, preferably right at 7 a.m. is how you're gonna get the best slot. Got boarding group 5 this morning, which is amazing. Of course, I still haven't headed over there, but typically with Guardians, they are pretty lax about when you arrive. Just keep in mind that the later you arrive, you're probably in for a longer physical wait. Now, for us today, that is something that I was willing to sacrifice because we had all those characters to meet in the morning and didn't really have time to sacrifice that. I'm now gonna hop into the Seas with Nemo and Friends, which is an Omni-River dark ride that takes you through a little bit of a much less stressful version of the Finding Nemo story with Marlin, Nemo, Dory, Mr. Ray, all your favorite characters. It's a very cute ride, and my favorite part is that at the end you do go by some windows into the real aquarium that the Seas characters have been projected on.
finished up in the Pixar 3D Film Festival. I just like it a lot. I think it's very cute. I think it's a great way to get out of the sun, especially if your kiddos need a nap or you need a nap. It's also just good. I just like it. Okay, I'm right here at like Soarin' and Living with the Land and all that good jazz. So I'm gonna sweep through here, hopefully finish this side up, then run over to maybe like Test Track and EPCOT and stuff. After that, potentially Reflections of China and American Adventure. I was gonna go back and do those first and then come back to the front, but that doesn't make sense because then I'd be zigzagging again. So let's avoid that.
Made it off the seas with Nemo and friends, and that leaves us in the seas. Now the seas is actually a full aquarium with sharks and dolphins and sea turtles and a whole lot more. There's a little Shark World play area in here. I love the seas. I think you absolutely need to step in here, even if it is just to take a gander around. Emma absolutely loves the manatees. I'm sure that she said or will say hi to them, but I'm going to, just in case, you have to say hi to the manatees for Emma. She loves them. I see one. Hey, buddy. Emma says hi. It looks like he's waiting to be fed, or he just was fed. It looks like there's stuff all over the top of the water. But the seas are not an attraction on our list. So we are actually going to head to, I think, Turtle Talk with Crush here. It is 5:20. I'm getting a little pessimistic about making that 6:30 American Adventure as our end of night, but 7:30 I'm still feeling okay about. So Turtle Talk with Crush, 15-minute wait. Hi. Good, how are you? Turtle Talk with Crush is a really unique attraction. In this one, you actually get to speak to Crush, and Crush will talk to you by name about the stuff that you want to talk about. It's a really cool attraction. Honestly, definitely going to be a greater one for kiddos, just because like that's who Crush is going to give the most attention to and talk the most to. So if you've got kiddos or you are a kiddo, you probably want to do Turtle Talk with Crush. I've now made it inside the Land Pavilion. This is where you can find Soarin', Living with the Land, Awesome Planet, Garden Grill, and Sunshine Seasons. So 2 restaurants and 3 attractions. I actually really love it in here. I also weirdly love Sunshine Seasons. Sadly, there's no time to stop right now. We have a lightning lane for Soarin', which I just got right now for right now. So lucky for us, worked out. Also, I don't know if I said this on camera, but I made a Test Track lightning lane for 3 o'clock like several hours ago, and I keep pushing it back because we've not made it over there. It's only a 15-minute wait for Soarin', but we're gonna use Genie anyways. So here we go. I don't know how we have been so blessed for such a like strangely low crowd day, especially coming off of a holiday weekend, but I think I could confidently say that I speak for Quincy and myself to say that we've been really glad for it, and it's been very nice. Now, just in case you don't know what Soarin' is a flight simulation ride that takes you all around the world, and you actually end at EPCOT, and you kind of see an old version of EPCOT. The ride hasn't been updated with all of the changes, but I personally love that. I think it's really exciting to see kind of little bits and pieces of old EPCOT, but I will also say I'm eager to see if they change it. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. So I got the land right here. It's 5:56. I have a lightning lane for Test Track. It started at 5:30, and that means it ends at 6:30. I definitely am not going to make it to, my finish line, original finish line of American Adventure. Oh, I literally don't know how Emma's doing. I think I'm gonna head into the land and try to, oh my gosh, I might see if I can move my lightning lane. So hopping off of Soarin' now. I absolutely love Soarin'. Now, some people do ask, like, if you're scared of heights, is that something to be aware of? I have never had a problem, and I'm pretty scared of heights. Although I will say I sat on the very end of the second row, like as far right as you can get today. And for the first time ever, I was like, we're pretty high up. But 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, it's not a problem. I have to say, I love Soarin'. I had a weird moment where, because of what we do, we're in Disney World a lot, and it doesn't take away from being in Disney World, like the magic part of it. It just makes certain things more special.
little stuff that you never would have noticed before becomes really exciting, things like that. And then some stuff you're like, it's just not as special anymore because you do it a lot. So things just change how you feel, and it's still good and exciting, but it's just different. And for some reason today, when I could smell the Fiji portion, which is my favorite smell, I closed my eyes and was just like, you know, taking a big deep breath. And for like half a second, I felt like I was 10 years old again with my mom and my dad and my brother. And I like actually started to cry. And I don't know why I'm a weirdo crying over Fiji smells, but that's just, it's really special and really cool the way that Disney can make you feel sometimes. And I'm crying now. Next up, I'm gonna stay here in the land and I'm gonna go ride Living with the Land, which is a slow moving boat ride that tells you all about how Disney does farming and agriculture. I have the hiccups, maybe because I cried.
I'm in the Land Pavilion. We've actually got 3 attractions in here. One of them is Living with the Land. The boat ride, that's about a 20-minute ride. Soarin' is a relatively quick ride. It's a 15-minute wait for Soarin'. That's pretty darn short for Soarin'. I think I'm gonna go ahead and knock out Soarin'. We'll do Soarin', we'll do Living with the Land, and then we'll go upstairs to do Awesome Planet.
Okay, here we are. We're headed up to Awesome Planet. Now, Awesome Planet has a show in 1 minute. Oh, so fun timing. Awesome Planet is a show narrated by Ty Burrell from Modern Family. And it's kind of about him like selling you the earth and like why you should care about it. And it's really cool and I really like it. And almost no one else on the planet has ever said what I just said right now. Okay, made it in the Harvest Theater. I am at the very end, at the very top, so I can easily escape after it's over.
Off Soarin'. I have discovered an issue in my plan, and that issue is that no matter how much I push through in Future World, if I don't get on Canada far and wide, if I don't get into that show before I go on American Adventure, I'm not getting it because I'm pretty positive Canada Far and Wide ends around 8 p.m. I'm gonna double check, but wait, American Adventure is a 30-minute show. So once I go in that theater, we run into an issue when it comes to me getting on Canada Far and Wide if I haven't done it yet. Because at 7:30, 30-minute show, you do the math. So I gotta check on when that closes. I think probably what we'll do is we'll finish out the Land Pavilion, go ahead and do Canada Far and Wide, and then head out to American Adventure. And then we'll come back, hopefully via boat, to wrap up with our 3 in World Discovery. Okay, now I'm headed to Living with the Land. The 5-minute wait at 6:17. I'm thinking I should be able to do Living with the Land and Awesome Planet before I go to Canada. It could be a big problem. I've just looked. Em and I are neck and neck. It could be a really big problem if I don't get to Canada. More than that, actually, it could be a big problem if I have to come back to the land, if I can't do Awesome Planet, because I have to prioritize Canada. But the time it'll take for me to backtrack, I don't know. This is what I get all morning talking about not wanting to backtrack, and now here I am.
Okay, I just finished Awesome Planet. It's definitely not a must-do, but if you've seen every other show and you need another reason to get out of air conditioning, it's there. Next, we're gonna head over to the seas with Nemo and friends. Ah, look how nice that looks. I love EPCOT.
I have an hour to do 2 shows, Awesome Planet and Canada Far and Wide, and get over to the America Pavilion to do American Adventure. I'm so hungry right now. A pickle. Got a pickle. Got 5 minutes to eat it. I literally had to take the biggest bite of pickle so I could finish it because they're about to open the doors. But if you were timing me, 3 minutes to eat the pickle.
Just topped off Nemo. It says 15-minute wait until the next Turtle Talk Refresh. Sadly, that sounds about right. Oh, this was the best thing that ever could have happened to me ever.
Okay, it is 6:58, and I don't know that I can do Canada far and wide and make it to America before they close the doors on American Adventure, but I have to try.
Just left Turtle Talk with Crush. I was gonna go and do like Test Track and Guardians and everything. Turns out the last show for the American Adventure is at 7:30. And did I know that prior to walking into Turtle Talk? No, I didn't. But you know what I discovered? That information. So we need to book it. We have about 6 minutes to see if we can make it over to China, watch reflections in the 12 and a half minutes it takes, and then try to get to 7:30 American Adventure. Do I think it's possible? No. Am I gonna try? Yes. I'll see you in China. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm stressed, but I made it to Canada. The doors have opened. It's 7:09. There's woods on the screen. I love this show.
Okay, the next show starts in 7 minutes. I'm gonna eat a snack for 7 minutes. We're gonna watch this show for 12 and a half minutes. That'll give me roughly 10 minutes to get to America. Maybe. Okay, I'm out. I have 6 minutes. I can see it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's okay. Here we go. I'll see you there, whether we win or lose. It's been fun. Thanks, you guys.
7:30.
You will never guess who I just see. She's 2 minutes late. I could throw up. Where did you come from? I don't know where she's going, but I know where I'm going. Bye! I got stuff to do!
Things are interesting at this point. We just finished American Adventure a couple of minutes ago. It's a nice show. Mostly that one's nice for a rest. But if you've never seen it, I do recommend it. Really cool animatronics. And it's just a very well put together show, but it is long. It is 30 minutes long. Longest show we've seen today. We're still next to each other, and that's because we're walking. She's a little faster than I am though, honestly. I don't know how she does that, but I think we're both going to Test Track. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, right now Emma's ahead of me, and typically in a physical line that wouldn't mean anything, but we're in the single rider line, which we both took for speed purposes. It is in the last hour of the park day, so for us to finish the list in general and beat each other, we need to ride all the rest of the rides in the park.
Also, this is one of the only working single rider lines.
Yes, this single rider line will actually skip a ton of the line for you. That said, you don't get to fully customize your own car, so that element of Test Track is something you really want to do. Keep that in mind, but this really depends on where they seat us, because Emma could get seated a full rotation of cars in front of me as a single rider. It's kind of luck of the draw.
I got put in row 5. She just got put in row 4. So she's physically ahead of me now. That's it for me. Guess who got out first? Test Track is lots of fun. My hair is really tangled. And now I'm gonna box. I played basketball.
I almost went directly into that wall.
I played basketball in middle school. So.
I never played basketball, but people ask me a lot because of my height.
Well, that's fair. I was really good at defense, but really bad at offense.
We are walking up to Mission Space. This is an attraction that simulates you going up to space. There are two different tracks, a green mission and an orange mission. And the green mission is a little bit calmer. It doesn't spin or cause as much motion sickness issue. It's really just the screen. Whereas the orange mission is more intense. Make sure you want to do this. You're going to green? Okay, I'm going to orange.
Okay, I'm going green, said 5 minutes, orange said 10. Realistically, it's the exact same. But we're gonna truck through here and hope for the best. So here we go.
Now, we slid up there This is really interesting because green side had a shorter posted wait, but orange side's posted wait was 10 minutes, which I know to be a walk-on. Great, thank you. I was so right. She's still out there, and I just got put in a room. Posted wait times, sometimes a lie. I'm in the pre-show first. This might be mine, kids. She just beat me by going orange. Alright, I'm out of Mission Space Orange as of 8:42. If that's our last ride of the night, then that's my finishing time. If we can get on Guardians, then that'll be our finishing time. No idea where Emma is. She's not behind me, but frankly, I don't know where Mission Space Green lets out. I only do orange. I'm an orange cat. I think what's the point if we're not doing orange? I actually was shocked to find out that you don't even go to Mars on green. A plot twist for me. Either Emma got off before us or she didn't. Regardless, I'm gonna head to Guardians in the hopes that she didn't. Alright, so Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is the newest attraction in EPCOT. It is a Guardians of the Galaxy themed roller coaster that is so cool and so fun. It's a favorite for many, also motion sickness inducing for many, even people who don't typically have motion sickness. Now today, there were a lot more chances to get on this ride. The virtual queue is still open when I looked at 5 p.m. I did get boarding group 5 this morning. It was called before the park was even open. You get an hour return window, and after that point, they can turn you away, which means they might turn me away right now. And that's totally okay, because I didn't make it in my hour window. So, we're many hours late now. If we get turned away, my game's over. The cast member told me I was 605 minutes late for my virtual queue reservation. But as you'll notice, he let me in. Basically, if they have capacity, you're likely to get let in, but that's not a guarantee at all. And if you have a virtual queue, I recommend getting there within your virtual queue window, just to make sure you get to ride this totally awesome ride.
Look at her go. Look at her go.
Oh my goodness. No way! She's right behind me! So they let her in too, basically. I mean, unless they cut the pre-show off literally right behind me. Then it depends. I guess we tied. We're both in the same Guardians pre-show. Technically, we could make it a foot race to the cars to see if someone got on an earlier train. However,
that's rude to the people around us.
It's rude to the people around us, and we're calling it a gentleman's draw.
Look at that, 2 gentlemen.
That's a tie. Now for our victory lap.
It's like we both won.
Or we both lost.
Well, I don't. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch Emma and I race to ride everything in Magic Kingdom. We'll see you there.
I'm mewing. What does that mean?
You shouldn't that up.